Bloomberg News Dilemma: How to Cover a Boss Seeking the Presidency. John Micklethwait, editor-in-chief of Bloomberg News, walked into his Washington bureau on a Friday morning in December with a daunting task: explaining to his political reporters how to cover a presidential campaign when the boss is a candidate. Addressing roughly 100 journalists spilling out of a glass-walled conference room, Micklethwait said Michael Bloomberg's entry into the Democratic race had not changed his commitment to skeptical coverage. "We always knew it would be tough," he told the group. "But we are actually showing what we are, an independent news organization." Not every reporter was reassured. Rival candidates had attacked the journalists' coverage as biased. Some sources had stopped returning calls. One reporter said the bureau's credibility was at stake, citing Micklethwait's public memo that Bloomberg News would refrain from investigating Michael Bloomberg and his Democratic competitors. Micklethwait said he had been referring to a team of specialized investigative reporters and not the broader political staff, but he declined requests from the journalists in the room to issue a clarification. Many reporters left feeling unsure how to proceed, according to several people who described the previously unreported town hall meeting. 2 months later, the pressure and unease inside Bloomberg News have only increased. Journalists who hoped Bloomberg's candidacy would prove short-lived have watched him vault to the upper tier of the Democratic race. Now there are discussions about what a President Bloomberg could mean for a news organization already grappling with a perceived conflict of interest. There are few precedents for a media mogul in charge of a major news operation seeking the presidency, though William Randolph Hearst, a Democratic candidate in 1904, enjoyed cheerleading coverage from his network of newspapers. But Bloomberg's presence looms large for the 2,700 journalists at his financial data company. New employees receive a copy of his autobiography, Bloomberg by Bloomberg, and company guidelines prohibit coverage of his wealth or personal life. In 2018, Bloomberg told an interviewer, "I don't want the reporters I'm paying to write a bad story about me." That policy proved awkward during Bloomberg's 3 terms as mayor of New York City and in his subsequent life as a billionaire philanthropist and political donor. Now it is bordering on untenable, according to interviews with half a dozen Bloomberg journalists who requested anonymity, citing fear of retribution from bosses who emphasize discretion. When Bloomberg declared his candidacy in November, Micklethwait, an Oxford graduate and former editor-in-chief of The Economist, pledged in the memo he sent to the staff that the news outlet will write about virtually all aspects of this president. For more on this story, visit the news article link.